Right now, the St. Tammany Sheriff's Office is searching for a missing 26-year-old Alabama woman. Deputies have been combing the areas along Interstate 12 between Highways 21 and 1077 in a helicopter and on ATVs this morning, they've been doing it all morning, looking for a woman identified as Melinda Denny. Authorities say Denny was in the area over the weekend with her boyfriend, Jonathan Knoll. They were on their way to Texas. Knoll is in protective custody at the St. Tammany Hospital after publicly threatening suicide outside of a Madisonville convenience store for several hours Saturday.
Deputies received a call of a man threatening suicide, and once they approached the gas station where they seen a white male subject staying out in the parking lot with a firearm held to his temple. He was attempting to gain access to the store. One of our deputies realized that here he had an armed assailant who was apparently in some mental distress, threatening to kill himself, very vocal about it, and trying to gain entry into a store where the deputy realized there were about 20 citizens, 20 residents inside the store. From that, our investigators were involved. Obviously, the SWAT team was called out. The standoff situation lasted several hours. They were ultimately able to subdue Knoll without him taking his own life or a deputy having to take his life because of a threat from any of his actions. He was taken into custody. Our investigators began the process of trying to piece together this puzzle. So we intensified the search by air, on the ground with four-wheelers, amphibious vehicles, and just spread out searching and did everything we could. And then that process details the extent of the lawn that our deputies were able to expand and walk into the woods and do that over and over again. And finally, at some point this morning, came in contact with Miss Denny's body.
Thank you. Authorities in Louisiana confirmed they found the body of a missing Mobile woman this morning. Search teams found Melinda Denny in a wooded area in Madisonville. Denny had been on a trip to Texas with her boyfriend when she was last seen this past weekend. Her boyfriend, Jonathan Knoll, engaged deputies in a standoff and threatened to kill himself. They were able to get him into custody using a beanbag. While investigators wait on an autopsy for Denny, the St. Tammany Parish Sheriff expects to file murder charges against Knoll.
This laptop right here is what they use every day. Whenever they're on a traffic stop, they can automatically put in a license plate, a license number, or anything else they need to get, like criminal history.
50 different channels. Can access 6 different departments. X26 taser.
On the North Shore, deputies say they have the men responsible now for a prescription drug fraud ring. Deputies arrested 12 St. Tammany residents who for more than a year they say operated parish-wide prescription fraud and doctor shopping ring. Investigators say the group was stealing prescription pads and forging doctors' names to get large amounts of methadone. After the search this morning, investigators recovered drugs and guns. Police found 26 illegal weapons, computer equipment, and $7,000 in cash.
Obviously, you can look around the room and see we're incredibly proud of the work that our Narcotics Task Force has done here in St. Tammany Parish. Since making these drugs illegal, you can see that, unfortunately, that has not made them banished from the parish. And our guys have done an incredible job to hold those responsible for who were still peddling this on the streets of St. Tammany.
Just after 2:15 p.m. on Friday, October 7, 2011, St. Tammany Parish deputies flooded the area around Central Progressive Bank on Highway 21 after the Sheriff's Office received a 911 call from a bank employee who reported a robbery. The suspect, who was later identified as Jason Daniel Renard of Tammany, Louisiana, took an undisclosed amount of currency from the bank and fled in his vehicle. The sheer magnitude of the search team, which consisted of dozens of sheriff's deputies from criminal patrols, street crimes, investigations, traffic, operations division, K-9, and Air 1, as well as several units from State Police Troop L and Covington PD, made it essentially impossible for the suspect to escape the perimeter established around the bank. He was captured a short time later by a sheriff's deputy who spotted his vehicle on South Azalea Drive in the nearby Flowers Estates subdivision. He was taken into custody without incident.